Welcome. Episode number 5. Count them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the 9's, the Perfectly Imperfect podcast. We're coming to you live from Watts Creative Studios in Lynchburg, Virginia. Thank you guys so much. Let me just give a shout out to the people who have subscribed to our podcast. We thank you guys so much for listening and for supporting. We ask you guys, if you would, spread the word that the 9's is on the air. You can find it in your Google Play Store, of course, on iTunes, on YouTube, Blackwater TV. You can find us everywhere. And so make sure you tell somebody that the 9's is on the air. Want to talk just for a few minutes, take a kind of serious tone with this podcast for today. I want to talk to you about the storms of life. Recently, we here in Lynchburg and the surrounding area, we had a tornado to hit our hometown just a few days ago on Sunday, April the 15th, around about 7 p.m. in the evening. We had a tornado come through Lynchburg, some business district in Lynchburg, in Amherst, which is just a few minutes away from Lynchburg. And they figured out it was an EF3 tornado, and just kind of looking at the Fujita scale is what it is for wind speeds and all that. It says it could be EF3 could be anywhere from 158 to 206 miles per hour. And so the wind came through, of course, the rain came through, and several businesses, homes were destroyed in this. And, in my heart and my prayer goes out to all the businesses and the families and the homes that have been affected by this tornado. And but it causes you to think. Anytime something like this, an event like this happens in life, it causes you to ponder and to think upon life. And for years, I've watched storms hit all around us. I, of course, watch the news all the time, and you're watching all the tornadoes and things that happen in the Midwest. And then just a couple of years ago, about 15, 20 miles from Lynchburg in Appomattox, Virginia, there was a tornado that hit and destroyed a lot of homes and things of that nature. And I've watched storms hit all around us, but this time it was different. This time it was close to home. And it made me start to think, what do you do when storms come? Think about that. What do you do in your life when storms come? I think about when I was younger, one of the things that my grandmother used to make us do whenever there was a thunderstorm or something. I laugh at it now, but when there was a thunderstorm, she used to make everybody sit still. We had to sit on the floor or somewhere. Everybody would sit still, no talking, no moving, no nothing. She used to say, "The Lord is doing his work." And so we had to sit still until the thunderstorm ended. It could be 5 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, however long we had to sit still because the Lord, my grandmother said, was doing his work. So I go back and I ask you a question again. What do you do in life when storms of life, when storms hit you in life? Because understand this, storms, they will come in your life. And I think about what my grandmother made us do. There's a lot of wisdom in that. I believe that when storms come in our life, it's a time to sit and to ponder and to think and to kind of evaluate, where am I in life? What is going on in my life, and where is my foundation? What is my foundation built upon? And so, because this is what I know, storms will reveal your foundation. I'm pausing for dramatic effect. That was so good, I'm going to say it again. Storms will reveal your foundation. A lot of times, just as you look at when tornadoes come through and homes are destroyed, a lot of times the one thing that is left is what? The foundation of the house, where the walls may be blown in, roof collapse, and all that, and debris everywhere. The one thing that is usually standing is the foundation. Made me think about this, and I want to ask you this question. What is your foundation? What is your life built upon? Currently in your life, as you think about and you evaluate yourself, what are you building your life upon? Is it upon material things? Are you spending your time trying to collect things, trying to collect all these material possessions? Is your life built upon trying to be famous? Are you worried about how many likes you might get on Instagram or Snapchat, or how many followers you may get on social media? Are you trying to be famous and trying to get this notoriety? What is your life built upon right now? This is what I know. If your life is built upon the material things and the fading things of this world, the rain and the wind will come, and it will absolutely blow those things away. Those material possessions, they will not last. That fame and notoriety, we know it will not last. We all have our 15 seconds of fame, 15 minutes of fame, so to speak. It'll come and it'll go. And because you can be hot 1 minute, and then the next thing you know, people won't even know your name. So all that stuff and come and go. The rain and the winds of life will come and it'll blow all that stuff away. I want to encourage you today to build your life upon things that'll last. Build your life upon God. Build your life upon love. Build your life upon giving. Build your life upon compassion. Because when you do that, you're building upon a rock. You're building upon a solid foundation, a foundation that will stand firm. And I know without a doubt that when you build upon the rock, when you build your life upon God, those things, that love, that giving, that compassion, those things will last forever. Can I encourage those who are listening right now who have been through a storm or currently in the midst of a storm? I heard a wise man once say, you're either going through a storm, coming out of a storm, or in the midst of a storm. So you're in three of those places, and believe me, we hate to say it, but the storm will hit you one day. And when it does, what will happen? How will you respond? Are you building your life upon a solid foundation? Because in the end, the storm will reveal your foundation. Just want to encourage everybody who may have been through something. Maybe you were in the midst of the tornado and you're listening to this, your home was destroyed. I want to encourage you just to keep trusting, keep believing in God, and keep trusting and believing in fellow man who's come alongside and tried to help. And just be encouraged, because the storm will pass, the sun will come out, and brighter days will be ahead. Please remember that. The storm will pass, the sun will come out, and brighter days will be ahead. Just want to encourage you on the 9's here today. Thank you guys so much for listening. Man, please tell somebody that the 9's is on the air. Again, the Perfectly Imperfect podcast. Thank you so much. Be an encouragement to somebody today. We love you guys. We'll talk to you next time.